Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to PMB Division 2. We're here for round 2 of the season at, I was going to say Imola. No, we're not at Imola. Imola isn't on this game. No, we are here in Monza, of course. One of the oldest F1 tracks. Only once has there not been an F1 race held here, which was due to ongoing pit work on the track, but every other time since 1950 this track has been on the calendar. So if it wasn't for that one time, that one season, it would be up there with Silverstone as used the most. Of course, Silverstone, the first race, well, the first race is held there. We're just waiting for a couple more people. Sinister. He's in the lobby, he's in the lobby. Anyway, yeah, see, I've done my trivia. I know my trivia for this track. He's in the lobby. He's not in the lobby. He's not in the lobby, I don't think. Yeah, I'm just going through and just seeing everyone, because we've currently got 11. We're meant to have 18. Plus 1 reserve. I don't know if he's in. I don't know if he's in. See, the people that appear offline, I've just got no clue if they're in the lobby or not. He's definitely in. He's not in, I don't think. I've selected 9 people, so someone is in here that I've just invited again. But anyway, yes, we're here for round number 2. Of course, last time out, Wavy won in the Red Bull with, sorry, I need to actually go on our results up, that was the wrong thing. With Original Blazers and Danny Lynch finishing 2nd and 3rd. Currently, of course, Wavy leading the championship by with 27 points, because of course he got the points for fastest lap, he got the points for driver of the day. Well, points, I say point, which puts him and Red Bull at the top of the standings, and then followed by Racing Point and Renault. Of course, both those, all 3 of the top teams didn't have any. It didn't have the other guy finish in the points. So, let's see if it's going to be an exciting race today. Of course, I'm doing solo comps today. I'd usually be joined by Alex, but Alex has abandoned me. I'm just trying to see who else we're waiting for. We've got 12 in now. We're just waiting for a couple more. But yes, thank you to everyone that's followed. Let me quickly go through that. Callan, I don't know if that's how I say your name. James Burr, High One, Remix, who's racing today, and Van Wee 34, I don't know. But yeah, thanks for that. We're now up to 46 followers, nearly 50. So if you are interested in league racing, go press the follow button. Not that hard. GXL Dragon is needing an invite. I did send you one earlier, mate, but obviously not. Anyway, yes, my name's Dan, and I'm going to be your commentator for today, as I will be for the rest of the season and the Div 1 season. We had a bit of a dilemma with Div 1. We were meant to have a race last Tuesday, but sadly, just attendance was poor, so we came to the decision it's best to restart the championship, because we only did 1 round. We've got rid of those drivers that we just don't need. Then we've got new ones. These guys are readying up. You guys are not meant to be readying up, because we're still waiting for a couple of drivers. We're waiting for, I believe that's 6 drivers. So if you're not in here, hurry up. Although Ferrari 16 was a question mark, so I don't know if he's actually racing today. It's just a thing like, hey, I might not be racing, but I might be racing. That's another follow, so that's us up to 47 now. Who was that? And what not on screen? It's Will. Well, it's a Will. I believe that is Will, just because of the numbers, but Will. Why are you the only AlphaTauri driver again? Because actually, Caveman's another one we're waiting for. We are You're getting given an invite for some reason. Huh. That's not what you want. Yeah, apparently it's not sending invites. Which is great. Just trying to talk my way through this. We're up to 4 dragons needing invites. 5, and then Gangman, which is 6. Apparently people aren't getting invites, or at least one person said they're not getting invites. Whereas we've got over half the lobby here. We're up to 13 now. I think my Discord's just died. That's great. And cool, Jensen can't make it. That's great. Celebrating his birthday. Jesus, leave's more important, Jensen. Yeah, guys, stop readying up. We're not ready. We've got 13 drivers. We're waiting for 4 or 5 more. I don't know who that is joined. Let's put it up to 13. It's Skangman. I think you. So yeah, I think Xbox might be being special, which is nothing out of the ordinary for these. Yeah, Jack, maybe, yeah, try not to rear-end the safety car. This sounds like Christmas music. What's something wrong with you? But yeah, no, it's a copyright-free version of the F1 theme. I can't remember what the guy's called, but if you look up copyright-free F1 theme, you'll find it on YouTube. Okay. What? Oh, we got 14 in now. That's Sinister in. I'm so confused. Why are invites being sent out? Now this is a problem. By the way, Alex, if Jensen doesn't change attendance, he's getting penalty points. Because he said he would attend and he didn't. And that's how we're working things. Alright, that's Caesar missed it. I think it's just Dragon we're waiting for. Let me take a look. We've got 1 Mercedes, which is right. We've got 1 Ferrari, which, yeah, is right, because Jensen isn't attending. But if he doesn't change attendance by the time I look at it after the race, penalty points for him. Okay, but all those guys are here. Yep, only one off. Tyree, only... Okay, it's just Dragon we're waiting for, then. Because... he isn't getting invites. If someone else can send Dragon an invite. Oh, I think that's him in. No. No, it's not. Everyone else is in. Let me take a seat. I mean, we still got 5 minutes. Yeah, this is a problem. Yeah, Jack, Vince at turn 1. Yeah, lots of incident reports today. Although I expected a lot from Australia, but there's only 2. But Jack, you're a steward, so you'll have to deal with him alongside me. Yeah, K-Man was meant to join, so if he doesn't, that's not great. Maybe restart. Maybe restart, we'll wait. Did I just really say wheel weighted? Yep, wheel weighted. I just said wheel weighted. Yep, regular corner cutting. I'll go through the rules now. We got short qualifying, which is of course 18 minutes, 50% race distance. Car performance, of course, equal. Safety cars on, collisions are on, vehicle damage reduced. Corner cutting strict conceit regular, and then the rest is just kind of normal. We do have a couple assist restrictions, but it's only things like ERS assist, DRS assist. The people with their league racing shouldn't really be using. Okay, so Dragon's just restarting his Xbox. I'll go put an announcement out saying Division 1 we're just waiting for. Just waiting for Dragon. He's having technical issues. And is restarting. Please do not ready up yet. Well, this is going great. Ugh. Well, this is interesting. Well, 15. We're waiting for his 16th. We were meant to have 17, but one of the Ferrari boys has dropped that. I think we're going to have. Was it 18? Might be an 18. We were meant to have, because I think Caveman was meant to be joining. And just didn't. So, yeah. Of course, the rules with this is, if they do say that they are attending, we might need reserves? Not really. If we have 16, it's fine. Oh god, Eclipse is spectating. Oh, this should be fun. But, yeah. Might have to put reserves in. No, we've got 16, it should be fine. We don't really have any reserves for Div 2. Of course, Div 2 drivers can reserve for Div 1, but I don't think it's going to work the other way around, just because the Div 1 guys are speedy boys. Even though a couple of these guys in Div 2 are pretty quick. So I'm just waiting for Dragon to tell me he's restarted. Let me know when you've restarted. When you're back. This has been chaotic already. Full quali if over 16. Nope, we run short quali. For even if we got full grid, it's just easier. I feel we need to start. We need a minimum of 14 full-time drivers to start. But yeah. We've got over 14, so we're good. The Dragon is just restarting his console now. So it's just him we're waiting for, and then once we get him, we're good to go here in Monza. So yeah, the ones to watch out for. Wavy won the last race leading the championship. Same with Blazers and Danny Williams. Both of them finished on the podium. And are currently second and third respectively. Also, watch out for GXL Dragon if he ever gets in the game. He's pretty quick. Wavy's teammate, his new teammate, Immigrant Corgi, because JBL, we got rid of him. I'm trying to think, who else should we watch out for? Tizzy Army. He's a new one in Div 2. He was a Div 1 driver beforehand. But yeah, he's pretty quick. If he can be consistent on a good day, he is quick. So he's another one to watch out for. He's got like solid qualifying pace. But it's whether he can convert that in the race. We're 15 minutes in now and we're just waiting for Dragon. Who's restarting currently. Okay, he's now restarted. We're just needing to invite him. Where is he? He's here. GXL Dragon. Of course, Dragon missed out on the last race, but of course, he's one to watch out for. He needs this win if he's wanting to fight for the championship. Probably a podium. I've sent him the invite. I don't know if he's got it. And please work. Because that's strange if he's just not receiving invites. sorry to the YouTube viewers who are just sitting here on a video. I'd maybe skip ahead. Derp, why are you going Van? That's my name. I know you might have to keep reminding yourself, but yeah, my name's Ben. You're joinable for a sec. I don't know how to change it while I'm in the lobby. Let me look at the host options. Invite only. Okay, let me go switch it to friends only. And then I'll go up here online. Switch to friends only. Okay, should not be appearing online. Oh, okay, well, this is taking longer than I expected. You want to make a ban? No, you want to make a bet. You want to make a ban. You want to make a bet? Okay, you're making a bet. On who winning? Who are you betting on winning? Jesus. Okay, this has been a lot of faffing about. William Derpers I have setups on. Oh yeah, everyone I think just uses derp setups. I think that's just how this league works. Just nick the quickest guy's setups. Hurry up! Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Oh Jesus Christ. I'm winning end of. Okay, James. Well, look out for James then. Let's make it stupid and do a two-stop. Well, lots of people did in Austria, and I remember seeing you in chat just screaming at me. Well, not at me, but everyone else. The drivers, as though they could hear you. There we go, Dragon's added me as a friend, so I hope he can join. If not, we're just gonna have to start without him. I'm sorry this is taking so long, guys. It's just technical issues. There's always that with Xbox, isn't there? There we go, he's joining. Okay, he's in. Just wait for him to get in his seat. Yep, Division 2. Ready up. Right, we can actually get started now. $10 safety car first corner. Yeah, that's most likely going to happen. We didn't have one until maybe about... I don't know how long in we had one in Austria. But yeah, we're getting going now. We've got 16 drivers. We're just waiting for them to ready up. My throat is dry already. I'm trying not to drink too much water, because usually that's what happens when I do commentary. Then I have to go. Dragon's winning. That's a bit of a brave bet, Derp. Not gonna lie. Sorry, that's sorry, not a brave bet. That would be betting on like Jack winning. I'm sorry, Jack. No, that'd be betting on what's it called? No, that's like safe betting there, Derp. Betting on like one of the quickest guys to win. Okay, we got Overcast here in qualifying. I'm sorry, Jack. It just had to be done. I was gonna say Ferrari 16, but he's not here. Oh, I meant to turn off the music when it restarted. It's just strange when it just randomly stops. I'm gonna need to let it run again. Oh no. See, when I do commentary, I just get sick of hearing the F1 theme. Actually, how can you get sick of hearing the F1 theme? Anyway, let's go through this track. I don't have comms note prepared, so, comms note prepared? I don't have comms notes prepared. So, yeah, this should be interesting. So, of course, you have the track map on the right side of the screen. Turns 1 and 2, very slow corners, hard braking. You turn one after the long straight of the start-finish straight. You're kind of shifting down to second, then maybe down to first, and back up quickly to second or third on the exit of turn 2, just to get as much rotation as you can out of the, yes, no, it's not restarting. Then you get the long right-hander of turn 3. Of course, there was an incident there between Braver Container and Dirt Ghost in Division 1, which was put down to a racing incident there. So if you gotta watch you don't mount the curb there, or you will lose the rear end of the cars. We now see Skangman 4 come out the pits, and ahead of him is Jack. You then come into Sector 2, you have the quick left-right of the chicane. I don't know what it is. I don't think it has a name. You gotta watch you don't, yeah, I'll turn the music off. It's just I'm waiting for it to restart because it's just strange if it just goes off. But yeah, left, right, just gotta watch you don't dip onto the gravel on the exit turn 5. Then you have the two Lesmos, both right-handers. Again, it just, oh, that's jack off already. Great start to the session for him. Yeah, of course, you're gonna have the two Lesmos, which, again, kind of quick right-handers. You just gotta watch you don't dip on the gravel on the exit or you will just go off the track. A quick, yes, no, it's not. Ah, this music, I swear. Then you have DRS straight down into Ascari. There we go, now the music's off. Into Scary, which is of course left, and then right. It's pretty easy, you just gotta watch your exit, because if you have the wrong setup on, the car gets a bit slidey at the rear end on the exit here. You can take a lot of curb, as we see Skyman just did, especially on regular corner cut, and then you come up to Parabolica, pretty easy corner, and then it's just basically down to the straight. It feels oddly quiet now without the music. Who's going to be the first one to set their lap? It's going to be James B 2004 in the Williams. Alex, I hate you for making me do this on my own and then asking for an invite to spectate. It's like, what? So yeah, James B will be the first to set his lap with Remix behind him, and then I believe it's Skangman, and then Caesar Mist. There's a bunch of people just on flying laps right now. Of course, if it doesn't say outlap or pit next to their name, they're on a flying lap. Unless they've already set a time, and then they're on an in-lap most likely. This is why I need another commentator. I cannot do this solo. But no, Alex has screwed me over. There's Alfa Romeo around at Sector 1, just on the kind of turn 3, the flat out corner there. As we're following James B coming down the back straight up to Parabolica. Make sure you don't do a Leclerc there and just yeet it into the barrier. Very technological turns we use around here. Getting a nice exit, coming in tight to kind of the pit wall. If you're on time trial, just trying to abuse track 1 that's through there. And he goes quickest, of course he goes quickest Ben. He's the only one to set a lap with a 1:19.4. Behind him is Skangman. It looks like Remix has sacrificed his lap for letting someone past. He gets a 1:19.8. I was going to say 0.4. 0.8, and then behind them, Original Blazers finished second last time out. He's obviously made a mistake somewhere along that lap with a 1:21.0. We then have the Renault of Danny Lynch 0, the third place finisher, and currently third in the standings, because of course there's only one round. He goes third place with 1:20.2, and then behind him is his teammate Samuel Harvey, who's starting his flying lap, because I'm an idiot and don't pay attention. Next we have Rodri in the Alfa Romeo, setting a 1:21.5. Again, he's going to want to improve his time. McDaddy coming into the pits. McDaddy, of course, the owner of Reserve Racing today. Immigrant Corey, of course, is a new driver. Didn't race last time out. And as I say that, he goes third fastest with a 1:19.9. And his teammate Wavy, currently the championship leader, goes P6 with a 1:20.2. These, of course, just banker laps. They've probably set them on the mediums. Yeah. No, actually, they're on the softs. Okay, so yeah, they've also made a mistake somewhere throughout there. That or I'm just overestimating their pace. And they're slower than I thought. And what's happening in Sector 3? It seems like someone is letting someone past. I see yellow flags and I get excited in qualifying. I thought someone's gone off the track, but no, it's him letting him past. Of course, 12 minutes left in the session. I'm just rambling right now because I don't have any other commentator to kind of bounce off. Thank you, Alex, for that. So usually in these awkward silences, it'd just be someone else speaking and mentioning yellow flags or saying someone's done something. Samuel Harvey set a lap with a 1:21.0. That's P9 for him. Fire Phoenix in the Haas 1:22.0 as well. James B still the quickest guy out on track. Tiz, yes. Yes, Will's brought up a valid point. Tiz has a great chance of winning this race. They're doing well. No pressure, mate. But, yeah, Tiz, of course, I raced with him the whole season, one Div 1 season, and he's quick. He's a beast in qualifying. It's just when it comes to the races, he just makes little mistakes in, just kind of loses the rear end on exits corners, and it just really messes up his pace. He lacks the consistency to do well, but if he has a good day, he's one to watch out for. And as well, when I'm having a drink, it's just weird silence. And my throat's gonna be even more dry because there's no one else here to talk, and I'm just talking the whole time. I'm gonna keep bringing this up, Alex, I hate you. Who is on a flyer? Tiz is on a flyer, that's why we're following him. Of course, now coming up to Ascari, braking just after the 50-meter board. Trying to get a kind of late-ish at Apex, following the time trial line through there. Yeah, there we go, there's that TT line. He goes 8th fastest on the mediums with a 120.3, so it's kind of middle of the field on the mediums. Everyone else on the soft, I don't actually know what times they set. Sorry, what tires they set those times on. We're still waiting for Remix, Caesar Mist, Jack, and McDaddy to set a lap. I find it really strange hearing that. Or sorry, saying that. It's making me uncomfortable. The first one set lap looks like it's going to be Caesar Mist. I'm just paying attention because there's a racing point coming around Parabolica now. That will be Original Blazers on outlap. So, yeah, Caesar Mist. He had a decent race last time. I can't remember where he qualified, but I do remember he didn't finish due to contact with Sean Max 74, who's left the league since then. But yeah, I don't know what more to say. There we go. Here's that TT line being used again. Not to much of an extent as everyone else, but it's a 120.5 for Caesar Mist in the Mercedes. McDaddy goes fastest with 119.407, 6/100ths faster than James B. McDaddy, of course, a reserve. And yes, as Will's pointed out, there's a little bit of rain. There's rain. This shakes things up. Yeah, look, there's rain there. That's rain particles you see on the onboard. So yeah, rain. There's rain in Monza. Of course, the Div 1 race we did, I think it was probably around a month ago now. Full lets, the full race. It was mad. I did not have a fun time. I was caught up in about 3 or 4 incidents. And was not happy. But we'll get over that. If Jensen was here, he'd be rubbing it in my face that he bet me. And Legend Killer as well. But he's thankfully not with us anymore. I shouldn't be saying that. I should not have said that. Let's see who else we got on a flying lap. Of course, rain now really mixes things up. Because if this rain is bad, this is going to be your grid order. Jack is not timed this well. Jack, Jack, you just not done this. You saw there was rain and just no, you come out now in the middle of it. Although it doesn't look that bad just yet. I did just see someone move out the timing sheets. That's GXL Dragon in P3. He's one to watch out for today. Obviously, the conditions not that bad right now. Just because, well, he's just set up a quick lap with a 119.579. As we're still following Jack through this lap, there's a Rano going slowly in front of him. I think that's... Who is that, actually? No, it's not Rano, sorry, it's Racing Point. Emirate Corgi goes 3rd fastest. His teammate Wavy goes on provisional pole with a 119.2 with just under 7 minutes left in the session. Let's see what Jack can do, just coming around Parabolica now. Jack, of course, I can't remember, did Jack race in the Italy race? I don't think he did. Crosses the line to go P11 with a 120.5. Conditions obviously not that bad, as I said earlier, because Wavy's just set pole lap. and Immigrant Corgi, currently P3. Red Bull look strong, without JBLSQ, of course, because he just didn't do anything. He just hasn't attended any of the races. So yeah, Red Bull look really strong, but so do Racing Point. Of course, currently Original Blazers, who finished P2 last time out, down in P13. That's not what he wants, but GXL Dragon in P5, so that's great for him. The next one to look like setting lap will be... No, it's not actually going to be Skengman, because he comes into the pits. It's Tizzy Army, who is currently on his flying lap. Just coming up to turn 1 now, braking, kind of around 75 meters. You want to maybe take a bit more curb there than he did. You can really kind of take a lot of curb on the inside. Probably just more curb. just not even curb. You just take a little bit of curb through there, making sure you don't actually mount that, or you will kind of lose the rear of the car. Coming into turn 4 now, braking, yeah, again, kind of around 74 meters, then he's dipped onto the gravel, and he's turned left into a wall. That's not what you want, Tiz. That is not what you want. I should probably stop touching my wheel, because it changes the camera angles, as you can see. But Jack gets a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Immigrant Corgi. I don't know what's happened there. Maybe Jack rear-ended him into the pit lane. So that currently will put Jack at the back of the grid. The next one to set a lap looks like it's McDaddy on an out lap, so it's not his. It's his teammate, Sinister. This is another good duo, and just every time we flick onto the McLarens, they just do that. Now that's something you don't want to do at Ascari. As I said earlier, if you have the wrong setup on through there, and you try to take it too quick, you'll just lose the rear end. And I do get confirmation from Jack that he did rear end Immigrant Corgi into the pit entry. Who is going to be the next one set flying lap? Is that Caesar Mist? It is, it's Caesar Mist, and he hasn't been coming out of Scary like Sinister did. Now coming through Parabolica, nice line through there, getting a nice line. It's just constant turning here. Parabolica's a bit of a weird corner. It's kind of a long... If you do it the normal way around, it's a long right-hander, but if you do it backwards, it's like a left-hander, a little bit of a straight left-hander. It's really weird. But Caesar Mist goes P8 with a 120 point. Oh, the gap between Caesar Mist and Rodri is very, very close. As someone further down the field sets a lap. I don't actually know who that was. It was, looks like, was that Remix? That might have been Remix. I can't tell you, though. It might have been someone further up, though. I honestly can't tell you who that was. But Mac and Daddy, I need to start calling him Mac because it's weird. But yeah, Mac coming around the final corner to go into the pits. Obviously, he was maybe testing the conditions, and maybe they're just getting worse, and there's really no point to try and set another flying lap with 3 minutes left in this session. And then we'll get underway with the race. The race, I do expect a couple safety cars. We had, I think, 2 in Austria. I imagine we're going to probably get one first lap if there's carnage at turn 1, which it's Monza. And it's an online lobby, it's a league race. And yeah, I imagine that we will see a safety car on the first lap. Wavy asking a valid question. Jack, why didn't you brake? That is true. Of course, Jack rear-ended his teammate and then ended up getting a 5-second grid penalty. I'm just seeing top guys kind of all out loud, so we'll see James B in a barrier. That's not great for Derp, who's put bets on this, even though there's no money in play. Derp, if James doesn't win the race, you're crashing out of the first 5 races into one. I'm joking. It's probably still win the championship. Of course, Derp, if you didn't know, is currently on a 7-win streak, or 7-race win streak. Actually, yeah, I'm just going to call it 7 because the Div 1 season. Yep, formation lap is on like last time because I'm an idiot and forgot to turn it on. And just a reminder to anyone who's in the chat, like any drivers, if you're starting at the back, please do not kind of hold back to make everyone at the front start on cold tires, because you will be rewarded with 5 penalty points. Of course, we run on a penalty point system, which means if a driver causes an incident, depending on the severity, they will get penalty points. If they amass, I think, 20, I think it's 25 penalty points, they get a qualifying ban, they get 40, they get a race ban, and they get 50. They're most likely getting chucked out the league. Because, of course, we don't want dirty drivers here. As I see someone speaking in the Div 2 Discord, Immigrant Corey retires from the session. Yep, James saying the rain is just screwing him over. Yeah, the rain, I think, screwed a lot of people over. Original Blazers has actually gone off to P8. I didn't notice that earlier. But we have a Renault of... There's only one Renault. So that's not a Renault. Oh no, there is 2 Renaults. 4-lap old softs for Samuel Harvey. You think he would have changed tyres by now, because that's going to really mess him up. As Tizzy Arme goes P1, the 118.8. This rain not affecting his pace whatsoever. Now this is the Tiz I like to see. Tiz is a quality beast. As we see Rodri crossing the line, I believe he might have just started a lap. I don't know. Jack also out on track. He'll be on his flying lap. But yeah, you can see the rain. The rain's definitely got worse. Just visibly. It's got worse. But obviously the conditions aren't the conditions aren't that bad right now, obviously, because well, we're still seeing these guys out on soft tires. We're still seeing them pushing. As I don't know who that was that just improved. I did see someone improve there. I don't know who it was. We have Zero. Tiz is now in Div 2 because he decided that I don't think he can make the Tuesdays for Div 1, so he's decided to drop down to Div 2. Okay, we've got Samuel Harvey on his 4-lap old softs. He did this last time, I think, and just, I don't know why, but he did it. Goes 9/10 slower than his original lap time, so he's P15 secured. It's secured. He's not going to want to secure P15. Because he Rodri spun on the exit Parabolica. That's twice we've seen that now. In this qualifying session, so maybe that's going to be a trend during the race. People spinning at Parabolica. Parabolica. I'm an idiot. It's a scary. How many times am I going to do that today? As we're following Mac Daddy, of course, our reserve for Div 2. He said to me earlier that he doesn't really have the time to commit to a full-time drive. So this guy is going to be the super sub. He's going to be He's going to be the Hulkenberg of Div 2. So yeah, let's see what he can do. Currently P3, he goes 9 seconds slower in Sector 2, so he's not going to really improve his time. The rain, obviously, getting much worse. But yeah, I think Tizzy Arme has P1 pretty much secured with Wavy in P2. Unless McDaddy can gain, like, I don't know, 9 seconds through Parabolica. He could have. Oh, let's see. Is he going to gain 9 seconds through Parabolica? No, he's not. It's a 1:30.3 if he actually lost a second through Parabolica. But yeah, the top 3 are... well, sorry, not the top 3. This is your qualifying order, except Jack will be dropped down to the bottom of the grid just because of that collision he had with Immigrant Corgi. I have 3 pings on Discord, and I don't know why. One from what I don't know. Okay. Jensen's just sent me a weird DM. But yeah, so here is your quali order. Tizzy Arme starts in P1 with Wavy joining him on the front grid. McDaddy and Immigrant Corgi finish off the second row with James B finishing off the top 5. The rest of the top 10 are Jigsaw Dragon, followed by Skangman, Sinister, Original Blazers, and then Caesar Mist. Outside the top 10 we have Rodri, Danny Lynch, Remix, Harvey, and then Fire Phoenix. Of course, Jack qualified P13, but because of that 5th place grid penalty, he will be dropped to P16. As I'd say P15. It's not P15, it's P16. This is a lot of rambling. Oh, Jesus Christ. How does one commentate on OWN? Yeah, Jack, you could be the cause of turn 1 chaos. You never know. I got a message from Eclipse. I should probably go and do not disturb for these things. I'm gonna go do that. That one. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that quickly. So I don't have... No, there we go. Alright, that's better. We're just waiting for these guys to sort the setups and ready up. And then we'll get the formation lap. And then we'll get... Why did my lights just flicker? That was weird. Are my lights? I don't know. Well, yeah, here we go for the formation lap. Once again, your top 10 are Tizzy Army, Wavy, McDaddy, Immigrant Corgi, James B. They're already getting disqualified. I don't know what this is. How? Immigrant Corgi, James B, GXL Dragon, Skangman, Sinister, and Original Blazers, and I've just stood on something. Great driver that, actually. I just stood on something. I bet he's going to win this race. But yeah, Tizzy Army, if he can keep it out the walls, if he can stay on the track, and it's a dry race as well, so we don't have to worry about the rain, he's got a good chance of winning this. But can he fend off the current championship leader of Wavy? And then behind him, our super sub of Mac, and then Immigrant Corgi, the other Red Bull. And that's not a good thing. I've just finished my water. I'm gonna go get some more. I just pressed the restart button and not the mute button. I'm an idiot. But yes, so that was timing. Is Tizzy Army is just coming around to Parabolica now. Although he's got a massive gap to the guys behind, that's not ideal for him. Of course, he will be starting on the colder tires because of that. I need to actually go get a jumper or something I can take on and off during this race. There we go. Right. Of course, turn 1 should be interesting. Turn 1, very heavy braking zone. So I imagine we'll see some contact further back. There's yellow flags, and there's people ghosted, so I don't know when these guys are starting the race. Yeah, I've got no clue. I hate when the game does this. As we're seeing them rev now. Are we going? And we are go here in Monza. It's a great start from Tizzy Army, but not a very good one from McDaddy as he's dropping way down the order. Immigrant Corgi now at P3 with Wavy in P2. We've got cars going 3 wide. There's someone off the track at turn 1. I don't know who that was. As we see McDaddy dropping way down the field. Jack is up to P12 already. I don't know what happened to turn 1 there. I think someone tried to go 4 wide. Now we're seeing the 2 Red Bulls battling into turn number 4. Of course, these guys will be leaving each other room due to being teammates, but that's not going to stop them from having a good battle. Tiz is out of here, and James, just behind them, is looking for a move past Immigrant Corgi, and then behind him is Skangman. This is crazy. We have yellow flags in Sector 2 for McDaddy. Not had a great start. He's gone from second on the grid to last on the first lap. We see James B right behind Immigrant Corgi. coming around Ascari. Wavy is pretty much out here, and there's someone in the wall. That's GXL Dragon. That is GXL Dragon in the wall on the exit of Ascari. I don't know if he had contact with someone or if he lost the rear end on his own. I've just spilled my water. Tizzy Arme. He's already got a 2.5 second lead, so if he can keep it out the wall, he might have this win in the bag if it isn't for safety cars. I don't know what happened to GXL Dragon there. I don't know if someone spun him or if he just lost the rear end. We see Skangman get past Original Blazers into turn 1 and Samuel Harvey get past Fire Phoenix. Samuel Harvey dropping way back. He's lost 2 positions already. Is that Sir Williams all over the track? That's a little bit of lag. Is that maybe one of our American drivers? I don't know. We see Sinister get past James B. James B and Sinister having a good battle here, actually. And then behind them, Caesar Mist will be looking for a way past. Why is it just switched me to Skangman? I don't know. This game's strange, so it does those things. McDaddy now up to P14. Yellow flags out in the second Lesmos for either that's a Williams or an Alfa Romeo. I don't know which one that actually was. Wavy really catching up to Tizzy Arme now as Immigrant Corey actually gets past his teammate coming down the back straight. Of course, is there DRS there? I don't think there's DRS there. Apparently there's no, is that green flags or is that DRS? I think, no, there's no DRS down that straight. His DRS is now enabled. And what am I talking about DRS for? It was only lap 2. But here comes Wavy getting the move done easily down into turn 1. Although they're still kind of side by side. No, Emmer and Corgi pulling back, not wanting to kind of fight, not wanting to take each other out. You don't want to do a Hamilton-Rosberg in Spain in 2016, I think. But yeah, definitely, you don't want things like that happening. Yeah, you don't want to hit your teammate off. That's not what you want in our league race. As Fire Phoenix drops back down the field, Jack up from the back of the grid into P10. He's had a great start. What is this from Jack? Sinister getting past James B, but James B is off the track. James B looks like he either had a contact or he spun at the first Lesmos there. I don't know what actually happened because I didn't see it. I wish we could get replays, but obviously, too much to ask for. So, to those of you that were rooting for James, this isn't looking good. As Tiz sets the fastest lap again, Sinister Original Blazers having a right battle here. Down the start finish straight. Of course, DRS will be allowed. I think Sinister's got it. Yes, Sinister's got it. McDaddy now actually sets the fastest lap of the race. I should probably get the tires that these guys are on. Position change, sorry. As Phoenix gets past Jack for P8. Jack now at P9. Immigrant Corey is getting 1 position while the top 2 have held their position on the first lap. Everyone from Sinister down to Roger, there's yellow flags at turn 1, as well as the exit of Ascari. Is that GXL Dragon again? Again, that's GXL Dragon. His setup just not working on this, on the race trim. So that is not what he wants right now. So Sinister up 4 positions, Caesar Mist up 5. We have more yellow flags for, that's the Ferrari of Skangman. Skangman, of course, at one point was leading last time out, but sadly lost the rear end, I think, on the... Is it turn 4? Yeah, it's turn 4 around Austria. And he dropped down the order pretty quickly. But yeah, Tiz. He had that solid lead in the first 2 laps, but Wavy is really caught up to him here, along with his teammate, Emerant Corgi. Of course, 7/10 between Tiz and Wavy now, and Emerant Corgi is still within a second of his teammate, and as I say that, of course, he drops out of a second. So DRS right now is going to be integral for Wavy to get past the race leader. Danny Lynch moves up to P10 past Jack. The Alpha Tauri driver had a great start to start from the back of the grid and is now in the points. When I say where he's in the points, there's only what, 6 positions that are outside the points in this race. But look at this train we've got right now. All the way down from Rodri to, trying to see who that is. That might be Jack. No, that might actually even be James. Was at the back there. But yeah, these guys all probably within DRS of each other. Let me actually go get up the... Yeah, okay, so yeah, they're all pretty much within a second of each other. So, DRS trains, yes please. But yeah, it's been a great start so far for some of these guys, as we see Immigrant Corgi using track limits to his best. Of course, no DRS down this straight, so Wavy will not be kind of catching Rodri on the hard tires currently. He must have started on that. He must have started outside the top 10 then if he's on the hards. He's obviously going for the one-stop strategy, going from the hards to the softs. But here comes Wavy looking for a move around the outside of turn 1. He'll of course have the inside line of turn 2. They're side by side. Is he pushing him out? Yes, he is. Wavy pushes Tiz out on the exit of turn 2, and now his teammate also gets past him. Tiz loses 2 positions on turn 2. Of course, Wavy pushed Tiz out onto the grass on the exit of turn 2, which then allowed his teammate to get past. Speaking of teammates, Tiz's teammate Sinister trying to find a way past the Original Blazers. Original Blazers teammate, of course, getting very unlucky on the exit of Ascari and losing the rear end. Is now we see Tiz and Immigrant Corgi battling. Tiz now getting back past Wavy. This DRS train is this DRS train is going to be going on for the whole race. Of course, we'll see Wavy get ahead of Tiz, get ahead of Immigrant, they're all going to be battling, all just because of this DRS. How are these guys doing? Our battle for 4th. There's trees. Those trees are having a great race. Sinister looking for a move down the inside of Parabolica. They do have contact there, but Original Blazers gets forced onto the outside line and Sinister gets past. We also see Jack get past Fire Phoenix up into P11. I don't know what's happened to Jack. He's dropped right out of the points now. So yeah, I don't know what's happened to him. I should probably go back to covering the battle at the front. That's true, yeah. Blazers will have given that position back. We have yellow flags again for Skengman, I believe. I don't know why I hesitated. There's only one Ferraris. We do see Danny Lynch get a penalty for corner cutting. But we see Tiz get back into the lead. Oh no, sorry, Callion's talking about giving Tiz the position back. But yeah, that makes sense because Tiz was, of course, forced off the track. We see McDaddy falling down the order as well. I think he must have had a spin on the exit of turn 5. If not, he went onto the gravel. But there's yellow flags in Sector 2 for the Ferrari of Skengman. He's not having a great time so far today. Further back, looks like there's a battle between Rodri and James B. James B, of course, started quite high up the field. I think he was maybe P4? P3? No, McDaddy was P3 or P2. I can't remember where he started, but we got more yellow flags on the exit of Ascari. These guys not having fun on the exit of Ascari. Of course, loads of people have been taken out there. Skengman retires from the session in the pits, which was kind of expected, as Tizzy Arme and Wavy still having a battle. Tiz manages to keep the lead of the race into turn 1 and 2, actually. But Wavy still looking for a way past her. They're side by side coming into turn 4. That was turn 3, man. Turn 4. They're wheel to wheel. This time Tiz does not get pushed out wide, but he's still going to be falling prey to Emigrant Corgi through the first Lesmo. Now through the second one. I think it's the last one. Yeah. I don't know if Lesmo's the. I don't know. But now Tiz has DRS. Can he get back past Wavy and retake the lead of this race? They're going to be going side by side through Ascari. Tiz on the outside. He's trying to get through with the switchback, but he doesn't get it done. He'll be trying to use Slipstream to its best down here. He's already used quite a lot of his ERS. So have actually all, sorry, the top two have all used quite a few of their ERS. Tiz gets a nice move down the inside of Parabolica to retake the lead of this race. Emigrant Corgi still has about 40% ERS left as he comes into the pits. Emigrant Corgi now into the pits from P3, and Wavy now gets an easy DRS move done onto Tiz, but Tiz will be trying to brake as late as he can to try and defend into turn 1. There's a little bit of contact there with Wavy's rear and Tiz's front wing. Of course, nothing happening between the two there. I don't think Tiz has got damage, has he? Doesn't look like it, but Tiz looking for a way down the inside of turn 3. But now he's looking for a move on the outside, doesn't get it done. Wavy kind of closes the door there, but of course he's allowed to do that because there wasn't any contact. Further back, I don't know where the battles are. I should probably have it on the actual gap. Why were we just looking at Alfa Romeo? I don't know. But Wavy now back in the lead of this race. It seems to be every time just before Scary, he seems to be in the lead of this race. He seems to retake it down the start-finish straight, and then Tiz manages to take it from him down here. I think Tiz is too far back to take advantage of the slipstream of the Red Bull car. So could we see Wavy in the pits this lap? If not Tiz? I don't actually know. I don't think we're going to see either of them in the pits. No, we're not. Oh no, we are. We're going to see Tiz come into the pits from P2 as Daniel Lynch gets past SDK Rodri for P6. Trying to see where the other battles are happening. I don't see any other battles. This is great. Field, we're 10 laps in and the field's already spread apart. That's a nice pit stop from Tiz there, the McLaren pit crew. The AI doing their job there pretty well. Rodri's actually looking pretty nice on those hards. But the strategy here is usually, I think Dirk was saying earlier. Let me scroll up. Let me steal what Dirk was saying. Oh Jesus, really far up. I can't be bothered looking. Apparently it's a one-stop. I don't know what the one-stop is, but it's a one-stop apparently. Caesar Mist gets past Remix and James V actually. I don't know what's happened there. Oh yeah, here's an actual battle between these three. Oh no! Caesar, I think, lost the rear of his car on the exit of turn 4. Remix was quite hard on the brakes as well. And it was one of the... I think it was James, sorry, that was a bit hard on the brakes. And Remix, his teammate, rear-ending him. So Caesar missed. That's not great from him, spinning there. And yeah, there we go. There's Dirk getting annoyed at Tiz. Probably because he's gone onto a 2-stop. And not gone onto the hard tires. And yeah, I suppose the hard tires he could have gone onto because there's like, well, sorry, 17 laps left in this race. Of course, yeah, he should have gone onto the hards because Emigrant Corgi behind him is also on the hard tires. Tiz actually has got Emigrant Corgi right behind him. So that's not ideal for him, because if these two start battling, that'll give Wavy a big advantage. Let him kind of increase the gap. Wavy, of course, pushing these, trying to preserve these softs as long as he can to make it so he can pit as late as he can. Of course, he will be trying to kind of save ERS here. Judging by that kind of spanner symbol you see on the HUD there, I think he's coming into the pits this lap. But I don't know. I imagine he is, because those softs are 10 laps old, and of course he started on them. Softs usually only last around 10 laps, and he's probably done 2-3 laps on that, as Jack gets a time penalty for multiple warnings when we're on regular corner cutting. How have you done that one then? Of course, Jack up from the back of the grid. Because of his 5-second penalty, 5 place grid penalty Another a good stop there. I thought he was going to get held up by the Racing Point of Original Blazers, but Rodri now in the lead of this race. We'll see Rodri coming to the pits near the end to go on to the soft compound tyres. As Wavy we see coming out of the pits just ahead of Tiz, but actually they're going to be side by side into turn one. Yeah, no, Tiz actually is going to get back past the Red Bull in the pit stops. As Mac Daddy retires from the session. Oh no, there's the safety car out. He's retired at Parabolica. I don't know what's caused that. What's caused that there? Oh, he's got a wheel off. I don't know what's caused McDaddy to retire then. But he's retired. Jack, that's like great when you say me, probably. That's not great. But yeah, McDaddy, our reserve, now out of this race. So we have 2 retirements so far in the race. One being the Ferrari Skangman, and the other, the Alfa Romeo of McDaddy. I was going to say Rodri, but no, Rodri's leading this race. Where's the safety car? The safety car is just on turn 3. If we go look at GXL Dragon, we'll see it. We'll see it there. These guys should probably be allowed to go past the safety car. Yeah, there we go. There you go past. Jack was slowing down just to make sure. And yeah, Jack hit him into a wall. So yeah, it turns out it was Jack. If you have a clip of that, mate, put it in incident reports. That's the only way we can deal with it. So Jack, yeah, it's not great for him as we now see Rodri pit onto the medium tyres. Wavy is also on the 2-stop. By going on to the mediums. I think that's right. So, Tiz and Wavy on the mediums, and then Emigrant Corgi on the hards. I don't know, will the medium runners have to pit again? I imagine they will. I don't know. But while we are waiting for the safety car coming, because I highly doubt it's going to come in this lap, I'm going to be back any moment. I pressed the restart button instead of the mute button again. So, Tiz, sorry, Tiz, speaking of Tiz, he nearly loses it on the exit of the second Lesmos. Nearly doing a George Russell under the safety car. But yeah, Derp, our technical expert, has said that the mediums will go to the end now with the safety car as the safety car comes in this lap. But he's saying he doesn't know if Tiz will be able to. Of course, Tiz, his tyres are 2 laps older than Wavy's, so maybe at the end of this race we'll see Wavy gain advantage with the tyre wear situation. So we're just waiting for these guys to restart. It's just a matter of Tiz will be wanting to bunch these guys up and then go when they're not expecting it, so we can get a lead on Wavy. But yeah, it's been a great race so far, and it's just about to get better as we see Tiz going now. He's pushing, he's activated his ERS, no overtaking until the safety car line, and we are now green flags here in, I would wait to say Imola again, but Monza. Tiz got not the start he would have wanted as Wavy's right behind him. Wavy, we saw in Austria, had great safety car restarts, but now we see the other McLaren of Sinister get past Immigrant Corgi, and SDK Rodri get up past Caesar Mist for P6. So the McLaren's currently running P1 and 3, with the Red Bulls running P2 and 4. And this is where Alex would talk if he was here. But no, instead, he decided he didn't want to do comms. I thought he just couldn't make it, but then I found out he wants to invite to the lobby. I should stop ranting. But his now has got a second gap up to Wavy. We see James B get past Emigrant Corgi, so the Red Bulls now no longer P2 and 4, as we're also seeing Rodri looking for a way past Emigrant Corgi. He gets him on the inside there, abusing track limits a little bit, lets him back past. Man, this is a shootout in the back, further back. It's nice to see Caesar Mist gaining advantage of Rodri going off the track. We have yellow flags. That is Remix losing the rear on the X of Ascari. Coming around Parabolica now. Rodri and Caesar Mist having a great battle through Parabolica there, and Original Blazers looking for a way past just behind them. We've seen Original Blazers now looking for a move down the inside of Caesar Mist. Caesar Mist looking for a move down the inside of Rodri. Well, that was eventful. So we had the racing point. Oh no! He's hit him. That looked like Caesar Mist hit Rodri off the track there. As that looks like it's collected Danny Lynch, maybe. I don't know, where's Danny Lynch retired? Is he retired on track? Or is he still in the race? I don't know. What's actually happened here then? I don't know what's happened as Remix is in the pits. I'm surprised that's not on our safety car if Danny Lynch was collected by that. But hey, we'll go with it. But yeah, I don't know what happened to Danny Lynch there. Lost connection, that explains it. But yes, Caesar, very, very dodgy defending there. Rodri, I think, had the inside line, but Caesar maybe just kind of cut him off around turn 3 and just sent the Alfa Romeo spinning. That will obviously be put in incident reports later. Tiz still got a 1 second gap to the Red Bull behind, who'll be waiting to now close that gap up due to DRS now being active as Samuel Harvey comes into the pits, which puts Jack up into 9th. The Fire Phoenix up into the points. And Danny Lynch, the driver who finished P3 last time out in... is there no way to rejoin? I don't know. See if you can rejoin from my profile if you have me added as a friend. But yeah, Tiz is kind of running away with this now, but he's on 6 lap old mediums. There's 10 laps left in this race. I think he will be able to go to the end on those, but the question is, how quickly will the wear take hold? Because Wavy, of course, only on 4 lap old mediums, and I now know why Immigrant Corgi has dropped down the field. It's because of those hard compound tires. Of course, they are the slower tire than the mediums, so he doesn't have the tire advantage. My laptop's telling me to free up storage space. But yeah, Tiz is looking good for this win. I probably shouldn't have said that because commentator's cursed. But yeah, Tiz will be looking to kind of keep this solid lead, keep this consistent, keep the Red Bull behind. Where Sinister will be looking for a way past. As we now see Caesar Mist and Original Blazers having a battle. Again, Caesar Mist looking like he had a bit of dodgy defending there. The two racing points we now see switching positions. GXL Dragon up into P7 now. This has been an eventful race, and it shows you how good the racing is in Div 2. Of course, if you've missed part of this race, it will be uploaded to the PMB YouTube channel later on this evening. And, of course, highlights will be chopped up and posted either tomorrow or Tuesday. As Danny Lynch is back, I don't know if he's going to be able to take back control of his car as he's dropped down to P11. We see the two racing points now having a battle. Original Blaze is getting past GXL Dragon under DRS. Well, now we actually see Tiz's teammate, Sinister, within a second of the Red Bull. Could we see a McLaren 1-2 here? That would be great. I'd be happy with that as a McLaren fan in real life. But but yeah, McLaren 1 and 2 could be interesting. But it's a question of can Sinister get past Wavy? Of course, Wavy won last time out in Austria. Sinister, I think he finished P4. If I'm not mistaken. Let's actually go take a look at the position change and see who's on course for driver of the day. It's possibly Sinister up 5 positions, or it could actually even be Jack from starting at the back of the grid with a 5-second penalty. Actually, no, just never mind. Jack took out McDaddy, so maybe not for Jack. But yeah, it's looking like Sinister could be our driver of the day at the moment. Of course, in this league, driver of the day gains the driver an extra point. Rodri right now would probably just be going for fastest lap. Of course, the way this works is that even if you're outside the top 10, real life F1, you have to be within the top 10 to get a point for fastest lap. We just do it. If you get the fastest lap, you get the point. Why is the interval just stopped working? Why can I not see the interval? James B actually right behind Sinister as well. James B could be smelling a podium here after that kind of bad start he got. I've got no clue what's up with the interval right now. There we go. But here comes James B making a move under DRS, and he's got it done. It's turn 1. Sinister will be looking to get past him up in the straight before Scary. Of course, Tiz nearly 2 seconds ahead of Wavy right now, so he'll be he's pretty solid in the lead of this race right now. Further back, it looks like we've got a battle between. Sorry, no, that was actually James B and Wavy in that. But yeah, James B, who I can't remember where he qualified, but he had he didn't have the best of starts. I think he came off the track at some point near the start of the race, but I can't remember it. My record of memory is we see Jack and Phoenix having a good battle for P9 right now. But yeah, James looking to close the gap to Wavy. Sinister's kind of fallen back a little bit since the overtake James got on him. What's the tire situation looking like right now? James is on the older tires than Wavy and Sinister. As we see Caesar Mist get past Original Blazers. The yellow flags for Original Blazers. I don't know if he was spun by maybe Caesar Mist or his teammate. It could have been one of them, or it could have just been lost the rear end. Racing Point not having a great day today. And I've dropped my controller. Yeah, Racing Point just not having a fun time today. Whereas McLaren currently sitting P1 and 4, as we see Wavy and James currently having a battle here. James looking for a move down the inside of turn 3, but he's just too far back as the original Blaze. We got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Penalties haven't been that bad today. I think we had quite a few in Austria, but of course, I just remembered this isn't a strict corner cutting league, as we see Original Blazers retire in the pits. Of course, Wavy actually kind of closing that gap up to Tiz. He is now pushing to try and retake the lead of this race, but he's got the threat of the Williams driver, James, behind him. Further back, Phoenix is within a second of Jack and GXL Dragon, really closing the gap to Caesar Mist. They'll be looking for a great exit through here. Ooh, he tried to make a move around the outside of the exit with Scary, didn't get it done. Trying to make the most of Slipstream and ERS here. Neither of them actually using either ERS. But yeah, as Derp has just pointed out, Tiz's tires already will be falling off. The same with James actually. His tires will be also falling off quite a bit, as we do see James already within a second of Tiz. James is on a... What is James doing? He's just a bullet right now, just making his way up the field. He's on a hunt right now, but those tires won't be lasting much longer. Wavy is currently looking the best in the tire situation. Of course, he pitted 2 laps after Tiz and James, but Wavy is already also falling maybe prey to Tiz's teammate Sinister. Wavy really kind of falling off the pace here. I think he's maybe trying to conserve ERS, maybe fuel, maybe his tires, just to go one final all-out push on the last few laps. Of course, we only have about 4.5 laps left in this race. There's Emigrant Corgi now looking to join this battle. Now within a second of Sinister, but of course, Sinister, Wavy, those will all have a tire advantage over Emigrant Corgi, because of course he's the only driver on the hard tires right now. As you see, Fire Phoenix currently in P9 get a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. James will be looking to kind of close this gap, but Tiz kind of pulling out the gap a little bit more again. There's already a 2-second gap to Wavy, as we see Sinister looking for... No, sorry, Wavy looking... No. Yeah, Sinister looking for a way past Wavy. I forgot who was in P3 there, but yeah, Sinister gets past Wavy and takes 3rd position. So McLaren's looking really good right now. Trying to see penalties. So it's a 3-second penalty for both Jack and Fire Phoenix, and then Danny Lynch in P5 with a 5-second penalty, which will put Samuel Harvey in the points. But yeah, this has been a great race. Austria was also a great race last time out, so it showed you Div 2 really, really good, and I hope Div 1 can live up to the expectations we have for it. Of course, we tried to run the season. At the 2 weeks ago, we did the first round of the season. That video has well been taken down now because it's not really. We've reset the championship because drivers just weren't really saying anything. They weren't interacting with us. They weren't attending race and stuff like that. Of course, we've changed rules and stuff since then. So hopefully we'll get more active drivers. But I've just noticed in the chat, yeah, Derp is really supporting James here. Of course, earlier Derp said James is going to win this race, and he's now closing that gap to Tiz. It was under a second down the start-finish straight, but Tiz pulling away through the first 3 corners. Obviously, James might be quicker in the last sector rather than Tiz, but I don't know. He seems to really close the gap up before the start-finish straight, so obviously he is. Derp saying Max and Hamilton race here. Yes, again, we've got a really close race up the front between 2 of these drivers. James kind of falling off down the straights here. How much ERS does Tiz have? Tiz might have a lot more fuel, though, as well. Of course, we can't see the fuel loads these guys are running, so we have no clue what they're trying to use. But Tiz now nearly 2 seconds ahead. And as you can see, James using as much ERS as he can down the back straight there. And it really helps to close that gap up. And yes, we do have a... Bahrain, we saw... In real life, we saw a battle like this. Max trying to close in on Lewis. As Wavy gets back past Sinister for P3. These two having a good battle here. It was obviously a move under DRS down the start-finish straight. As Emigrant Corey gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Is Jigsaw Dragon within 3 seconds? No, he's not. So I think Emigrant Corey has P5 pretty much secured now. Tiz still pretty much 2 seconds ahead of James B with only 3.5 laps left in this 3.5 laps left, sorry, 2.5 laps left in this race. And yeah, in Austria we saw a race like this as well. We saw Wavy leading the race with Original Blazers really trying to push to get into P1, but he didn't. I want to look at Tiz because his track limits might be a bit dodgy. See, this is why I should probably have a steward spectating the race, just to kind of check things like this. But I don't know. We also see, yeah, that's true. I don't know how he is getting all this time. But James is kind of closing it up now. He did take the TT line through Parabolica there, the exit Parabolica. Sorry. As Sinister gets back past Wavy down the start-finish straight under DRS. The gap is now 1.3 seconds between Tiz and James. Wavy now back past Sinister. A great battle those two are having. And Immigrant Corgi not far behind them either. Oh, I thought Tiz was going to go into the gravel there. He got a bad exit, which really doesn't help his case. James now 3/10 back. This is really shaking things up here. Through the second levels, these guys are going to want as much... as much the best exit they can get. As we see a Red Bull going slowly in Sector 2. That looks like Emigrant Corgi. But yeah, but yeah, I feel like I say but yeah a lot. Oh well. Yeah, this has been a great race so far. James will be looking for a move past on this final lap as Remix gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I don't know why he's pitting on the final lap. He must have had damage or something. He's on 9-lap-old softs, but it's the last lap, so I don't know why he's pitting, unless, as I said, he has damage now. Here comes James, activating DRS down the start-finish straight. I think he's maybe a bit too far back. He's not using any ERS to try and get past here. He'll just be wanting the best exit he can get. It was just... Oh, no! What happened there? What just happened? James! James has messed this up, and Sinister goes straight. What? And Wavy's also... Wavy and Sinister had contact around turn 3. That's what happened there. I don't know what happened to James, but something happened to James. But Wavy and Sinister just take each other out of turn 3. I don't know whose fault that was. As, of course, we didn't see it. But, Tiz now coming around the final corner to win here in Monza. We were wanting a good race between James, but James, something happened to him on the last corner. I don't exactly know what, but something happened to him. It looked like he maybe got a puncture, but he definitely didn't. I honestly have got no clue what happened. Your top 3 are Tizzy Arme, James B, and Emigrant Corgi. I've got no clue what happened with Wavy and Sinister. There. That was a big incident there. Big incident. As we just saw Sinister just fly off into the barrier around turn 3. Jesus Christ, that I can't get over how big that incident was. But Jack gets P6. And your final order, I think we're just waiting for people to finish. I don't actually know who we're waiting to finish. There we go. But Jesus, what a race we've just had here in Monza. The stewards have got some incidents to go deal with over these next few days, as Jack gets driver of the day. You know what? I'm going to give Jack driver of the day. Jack deserves driver of the day. Even though he had that incident with McDaddy, I'm going to give it to him. He started at the back of the grid, got P6. As we see Tizzy Arme, James B, and Emigrant Corgi on the podium. We could have seen Sinister or Emigrant Corgi's teammate in that P3 there. But yeah, that was very very good race. But yes, here is your final order. Tizzy Arme takes his first win in his first race of the season, his first win in PMB, with James B and Emigrant Corgi joining him on the podium. GXL Dragon, Caesar Mist and Jack Osh finish out the top 6, with Samuel Harvey, Fire Phoenix, Danny Lynch and Rodri completing the top 10. We then have, is that our non-finishers? Did we really have 6 non-finishers? Wavy and Sinister, of course, having that massive incident around turn 3. I'm going to read to see clips there of what happened there. So yeah, we've got a lot of things to deal with tonight, tomorrow. It's probably going to take us time to deal with all these instances. Remix, Blazers, McDaddy, and Skegman finish off the top. Finish off the top? No, what am I on about? Finish off today's race. What a race. What a race we just had. I want to thank you all for joining me. I want to thank myself for joining me. And yeah, great race. I hope to see you next time. Next time I will be hopefully joined by Alex, if not on my own. It was actually fun doing solo comms. Better than I thought it would be. So yeah, Tizzy Arme takes the win in the 2nd Division 2 race. Again, I'd like to thank you all for joining me. Highlights will be up tomorrow, Tuesday, I don't know. But yeah, great race. We will be back same time next week for the 3rd round of Division 2, and it is France. France, I had a great race around France in another league yesterday. Got a 2nd podium in league racing. Cool. But that's not got anything to do with PMB, so I'm not going to talk about that. But anyway, yep, again, thank you for joining me. I've been Ben. I'll see you next time.